So today we are back on plein air painting outdoors. So I was attracted to that scene by these magnificent clouds, and I got extremely sad and disappointed at the end of these two small paintings. So I came back the next day to try to do better. Just when I released a video last week about accepting our ugly paintings, I have a hard time following my advice, but that's okay. I'm back the next day to try to do better. And actually, yes, when I looked at these two little painting that I did, the cloud painting that you see at the beginning of this video, they're actually not that bad. And yes, they are not as good as I wanted them to be, but there's still something that I learned, and there's something that I capture in that sky that was very interesting in the end. So let's just keep pushing. So here I'm starting by sketching the composition. I wanted to try to include as much as possible in my painting, so a little bit of the ground and the tree line, and then the clouds. So that was an overcast day, so the clouds were way less interesting and way less magnificent than the day before, unfortunately for me, but I still wanted to try to capture that mood that I saw in front of me. So yeah, that was like a very muted mood. As you can see right now, there is a little bit of sun coming, and the view in front of me is changing right now for a few minutes, and I have to decide quick, do I try to capture that sun, or do I stay with that overcast mood? And I decided to stay with that overcast mood because, as you can see, the sun already disappeared or is disappearing, and yeah, I thought it was a better idea to stay with that overcast mood. So here I took a long time to mix the color of the sky, of the clouds, and it's very important. I understood that it's very important that these few mixes that I do at the beginning, when I establish my values and my color relationship, it's very important that I take my time mixing these colors, because this is the key of my painting. Here the clouds is the key of my painting. This is after this value, I'm gonna judge all my other values on my painting. So it's very important that I take my time and that I get this value correct, and then all the other value relationship as correct as possible. So here I'm adding some blue because I could see some blue note on the right of the sky that was very interesting. And here on the footage you cannot really see if he does something, but he actually, I hope at the end you could see that it just there is this little touch that is very interesting. Here I'm cleaning my palette and I'm going to mix the other main color, which is the main color of that big tree line that I see in front of me. So here today my goal is to simplify everything as much as possible and to establish as fast as possible all the value relationship on my painting. That way then I can go and refine a little bit more these relationships. So here one more time I take my time, I look at what's in front of me, and I'm trying to get a main value correct. So I'm not trying to get all the details of the trees that I see. I try to get a main middle value of this tree line accurate, and I think I got it very, very nicely. It's a green that is very muted, so to me here, to get this mood, this overcast mood, is very important that I don't saturate, that I don't put chroma too much in my green. As you can see here, the green is fairly muted, so I think it works. I think the relationship works. The value relationship works also pretty early in the painting. I'm applying pretty thick paint already, even though not too thick. As you can see, the sky still has kind of a transparency to it. I can go after and add more details, but I think it already works like that. When you step back of the painting, it actually works, and that's what matters. It's very important to step back from the painting to be able to see the main composition and to be able to judge the value correctly. And this is something I actually don't do enough. It's again an advice that I give that I don't follow all the time, and it's a big mistake because stepping back of the painting is extremely important, and it's totally mandatory. Actually, it's very mandatory. Once you start to do it on a regular basis, you do it all the time, it becomes a habit, you understand why it's so important, because it's very, very important. So here I started to add some shadow, some deeper shadow at the bottom of the tree. I make sure the relationship is accurate and it's working, and I keep going. So here on a simple composition like that, it's very important to get all the aspects accurate, because if you do a mistake on a simple composition like that, like I'm doing a mistake in that painting, well, then the painting doesn't work. Spoiler alert, I'm actually very happy about that painting, but I know there's this tiny mistake, and without that mistake, please tell me in the comment section if you, at this stage of the painting, you can see clearly the mistake. Do you see it right now? Tell me in the comment, I will tell you which mistake it is at the end of the painting. But yeah, no, when there's a simple composition like that, it's very important to not do this type of mistake, because it's easily, you can easily avoid this type of mistake. And if you do it, if you don't avoid to do this type of mistake, well, then the painting just simply doesn't work. Or it doesn't work as good as he could, and no worries about that, because there is plenty of painting in museum that have perspective mistake, that have anatomy mistake. It doesn't mean that the painting cannot be appreciated. This is two different aspects, but here we are here to improve our painting, so it's extremely important to point out this mistake. That way we try to not repeat them. We correct them. The next time I go painting, I will be thinking of that. I will not do this mistake. I also want to take a quick second to thank everybody that comment, like, and share my videos. This is really, really helpful, especially at the beginning of the channel. It really helps this channel growing. So if you get anything from this video, please like, comment, and share this video. It really helps the channel, and thank you very much to everybody that does it, because it really does help. So here I'm very happy, because at this moment, this is the moment that I'm looking for when I start a painting. I'm looking to cover all the parts of the panel. I don't want any white part of the panel. Now finally my context is established. Here I have my painting, my context established, and now I can go back inside and refine what needs to be refined, and just work on the painting, because this is basically the first step, and now the painting really starts. This is actually when I usually stop all my plein air painting. When it's time to start the painting, I'm very tired and I go back to the studio. So this is something I need to address in plein air painting, either coming back another day and painting more, either taking a longer break and coming back to the painting after. I don't know how I will address this, but it's true, I need to spend more time on my plein air painting. So on this painting here, I'm starting to refine, and I start to add some sky holes. I'm making sure that my sky holes are slightly darker in value, just a tiny bit slightly darker in value than the actual sky. And then I also go outside this tree shape, this tree line, to add more of the tree outside. So I go inside the shape, the form, to carve some holes, and then I go outside the shape to add some kind of leaves that make this effect of the leaves popping up. Like that of the trees. That is it's not like a sharp edge, the tree line, so I try to mimic that and to define that in my painting. So yeah, this moment is really when I think the paintings start to be pleasant, actually. And I remember at this time I was being beat by all type of bugs, and it was really the time for me to wrap up. And I was pleasantly surprised and pleasantly happy about this short session. I think overall it's an hour, this session in full time. And as you can see here, beside the mistake that I will tell you right now, here you can see the mistake is that the perspective on the left is wrong. The line of the field on the left should be way more going outside on the left and not at the bottom of the painting. The perspective line here is wrong, and well, once you see it, it's hard to to remove it from your eye, but it's still okay. I'm still very, very happy and looking forward to do more plein air painting.